Good morning. It is day 47. Yesterday, that was a hard day. There were 3 big hills that I had to climb, but the scenery was absolutely beautiful. There were really neat rocky areas. There were some almost cliffs. The trail was a lot rougher than normal, which made it more interesting. So it was a pretty cool day. Despite all that, I still ended up doing 22 miles, which I wasn't expecting. Today, there is a lot of moisture on the outside of my tent. I thought it was a clear night because the stars last night, they were beautiful. So many of them, they seemed really close. So I thought it was a clear night, but when I woke up, the outside of my tent was really wet, as if a really thick mist had come through, or rain. Not sure. So I had a late start. I dried it off with my cloth, and then had breakfast and packed up. And by the time I finished, the tent had completely dry. And I intentionally had a late start today, so I wasn't tempted to try and do the 26 miles in one go, because it's 26 miles to Kennedy Meadows. So by starting late, that means I should be more sensible and just do a reasonable around 20 miles today, so 32k, and then that leaves a nice little short 6 miles for tomorrow to get to Kennedy Meadows. And I'll time it to get there just after 9 when the main store opens, so I can have a hot breakfast, have a look at their range, and then head off to Grumpy's to set up my tent and pick up my packages. So yeah, today about 3 or 4 miles downhill to the water source, and that'll be the last water source for quite a while. And then there's a big hill, 7 miles of continual climbing, bigger than the biggest hill from yesterday. So it's not going to be an easy day. But beautiful weather, a lot warmer this morning, straight into short sleeves. And a nice easy down to start. Oh, and beautiful scenery. I'll see if I can go a little bit further on, but woohoo! I love this mountainous, rocky terrain. It's pretty cool. Alright, here's an opening so you can see the view. Look at that. What a way to start the morning. Just beautiful views coming down here. So we keep dropping down. We're going to switch back along there and then go across that saddle and then start going along the base of that hill and continue down for ages. So looks like quite a nice route to be taking today. The steep part of the hill is now done, so now I've got about 3 miles or 4.8 kilometers of gentle descent heading down to the end of this valley. So should be quite nice. Water at this little stream. Neat rock outcrops up above. So, sitting here at Chimney Creek, and here is the most rare occurrence on the PCT.
4 beasts in the wild.
We have 4 women, all independent hikers, which is absolutely amazing.
And Mora, Billy Goat.
So yeah, I just wanted to capture this rare moment.
Woo! Woo! Thank you.
They're definitely publicising a lot, old Triple Crown and Grumpy Bear. But the good thing, they've got the phone number to get a ride from the store. Woo! Alright, another trail register. Woo, it's a big one. It's a teeny little notebook. So that was a nice long break sitting there chatting. It was nice to actually have that many girls around. Very, very unusual. As I've said earlier, most of the women are either hiking with a partner or a friend, or they've joined a trail family. So very, very rare to have 4 women hiking by themselves. Yeah, so now the long 7-mile hill starts. Hopefully the gradient isn't excessive. I guess we'll see. Still flowers. Oh, these beautiful pink ones. Not sure if that's the hill up on the skyline that we're climbing, or if there's another one behind that. So far the gradient's been pretty good, so making good steady progress. Boy, it's hot though, absolutely drenched in sweat. There's a few little steeper bits like this, but we'll see once we get onto the steeper hills whether we'll be switched back in or just going up a steeper gradient. Whew. Now it's a bit rougher. Whew. A bit steeper as well. Whew. Time for a panorama. Hills and hills and hills. Beautiful. Good signposting here. Foxmore Spring. Oh, I don't need water. So I'm going to keep going and keep climbing. I am extremely fortunate because a cloud is now covering up the sun, and that's dropped the temperature to a much more pleasant one for doing a hill climb. That's where I've come from. I have reached 1,100 kilometres. I forgot the 1,000 mark, which is a bit of a milestone, but hey, I can't help it if I'm travelling too fast. But yeah, I made sure to look out for this one. So that's pretty cool. Yep. Oh, decent distance. Oh wow. Still looks good, no matter how often I look at those hills. Still a lovely scenery. And there's still hills above me as well. Not quite so lovely. This is definitely not a quiet, tranquil place to be hiking. There's an Air Force base nearby. So all day long and through a bit of the night is the jets and some of the propeller transport craft as well, flying around. Very, very noisy. So just had lunch, took a nice long break, ready for the second half of the hill. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, I've left the lovely trees behind. There's been a lot of fire damage through here. So now it's in the open terrain like this, all the way up the side of this hill. That is the Sierras. Wow. Snow. Snow and snow. Ooh. I'm at the top and it's pretty cool looking at all those mountain range over there, just chocker full of snow. And even these smaller hills just over here have also still got snow on. Okay, so from here we're basically following down the side of the hill, and it's a downhill, I think, for about 3 or 4 miles to get to a river. He actually caught me. It's the first time I've been caught going up a hill. No wonder he caught me. He's running! Running! Whoa! I don't feel so bad now being caught going up a hill. So I've got another 5 miles of this downhill, following down and ending up down in the valley way down there. Today is definitely big ups, big downs. The gradient so far has been quite nice though, so if it stays like this, it'll be quite enjoyable. And I get to keep looking at the snow-covered mountains, which is pretty cool. Okay, Rockhouse Basin, 4 miles, whatever Rockhouse Basin is. No idea. .7 miles to the bottom, still going around the side of the hills, in and out. I didn't see that until I nearly stood on it. Hello, snake! Got some lovely colours. It's more of a sort of a reddish colour at the back. Not that, that's beautiful. But you can get off the trail now. Yoo-hoo! Not interested in moving at all. Guess I'm going around. Now the snake's actually moving, however, it's moving onto the track, not off the track. It's really awkwardly moving. Beautiful looking snake though, look at the colours. Have a look at the scales and the pattern of the snake. Beautiful, it's sort of a reddish colour. I haven't seen a snake at the back it's reddish. But just moving down the track, not very helpful, needs to be off the track. And heading off the trail. Logan's very gently guiding it off the trail.
Oh, that one is big. Beautiful.
Ah. Yeah, didn't like being touched.
No, she doesn't.
I just crossed over Little Creek and I met Finder there who I had dinner with in Dulcie, and Billy Goat is also going to be camping there. Cruise Control and Logan, who caught up to me as I was watching the snake, they're doing a big push for the 8 miles to get into Kennedy Meadows tonight. I don't see much point at getting in this time of day because by the time they get there things will be closed, so I am going another 3.2 miles, which is about 5 kilometers, and there's a campsite in the trees, and then I have a leisurely morning tomorrow to get there just after the shops open. Yeah, feeling good. It's just after 4 o'clock, so still heaps of daylight left to get to my campsite, and I've been taking it really easy, which is why everyone managed to catch up to me, but my body will thank me for it. It's beautiful through here, surrounded by mountains now, 360. We're in a valley floor, neat formations of the rocks just over there. Whew. Lovely temperature because the sun is covered up, and knowing that I don't have much further to go makes for lovely walking. That's the way I've come from. Yeah, just some of the ho-hum scenery. I really feel like I'm in the mountains now. Though technically it's the desert until I reach the road turn off to Kennedy Meadows, and from there officially it becomes the Sierra. This is just showing how much mud gets underneath. That is just absolute caked on mud. Just from the dust and my sweat. So I haven't done any cleaning yet, so this is what my foot looks like coming out of the shoe, and then it has the ankle mark. But yeah, sometimes it'll be a little bit on the heel, tiny bit on the ankle, but basically it goes up to where the gaiter goes, and then my toes, and underneath as well, under the big toe and the middle toe, and of course in between all the toes as well. So I clean those out with a wet one every single night. And the other thing, I've just finished cleaning my hand. I have the nice tan line across where the hiking pole strap goes. One of the leave no trace principles, which is important on this trail because of the number of people, is toilet holes. So when you want to go to the toilet, you don't just go to the side and of the trail and go. They want you to be 50 feet off trail, and I think it's 200 feet away from water sources, and you dig a hole. And so I make sure I dig a hole minimum shovel depth, but where I can I go a little bit deeper. So there's my hole. Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and dirty toilet paper goes in my dirty toilet paper bag. So yeah, that is the etiquette for going to the toilet.